Good afternoon. We are here at the press screening of Mr. and Mrs. Chapter 2. It was an exciting and interesting movie. We've got the cast and crew ranging from Tana Delana to Rita Dominic to Yo Niger to most of them, and it was an interesting movie. Trust me, when the movies come to the cinema, make sure you watch it and enjoy what we have for you. Bye.
Of work has been put into this to make it this way, and I want to congratulate my woman crush every day. Let me officially tell you that I crush on you. So beautiful performance. I was like, why are you just kissing this man? Just but it was a beautiful performance, and I think you spoke to a lot of young wives. You spoke to a lot of young wives, and the message is clear. Some wives, even as we are here, some they don't know what they want from marriage, work, balancing it together with family. So, beautiful movie. Congratulations, beautiful movie.
I want to rate it before I say. Throw away the 2 and give you 19. Put your hands together.
I've been told several I write better than I speak. So you're going to pardon me whatever I'm going to say after me. I'll try as possible to summarize. I think the cast previously. Can you everybody did very, very well. Very, very well. But my star, as far as Mr. and Mrs. Chapter 2 is concerned, is that young man. What's your name? Obiora. You did very, very well. I may not be a prophet, but I want to prophesy into your life. You're going to go far. Amen. Before I leave this home, I'll try to do personal. Yeah, I'm going to talk to you. And yes, I've been told by my friend and my brother that I should give you a copy of my book, The CEO's Bible. So I'm going to ask them to get one from the car so that I'll give it to you. I know it's going to help you. And to my friend, my sister, Chinwe Guago, congratulations. My brother, yo, congrats. Tana, congrats. Rita, congrats. My brothers and my sisters over there, congrats. Chinwe, I want to make you a promise. Mr. and Mrs., we're going to run an advert for you on our website and in Yes International Magazine. 1 year, free of charge. Just let us have the material. I wish you all the best. Thank you very much.
The movie, I would be concerned about the point she raised when she talked about the lesbian scene. Maybe for purpose of screening, it was not completely resolved, but I really would want you to tell me how some of the messages were resolved. Now, the story of your son that was into drugs, how was it resolved? And the daughter was, that was turning towards the lesbianism, how were you able to resolve that issue? Because that for me would be the message. That for me would be a key message for this generation. Do you understand? I'm not subjective here. I take people for who they are and what they believe in. But let's be very objective. Let's be able to balance things out. You need to tell me right now, I don't know if it's okay with you, how was that message resolved? Thank you.
The whole thing is that she was not even aware of the problem. That's the problem. And then we tried to make her aware. Rather, in the movie, she became aware. How you handle it? Because it's a very, as we speak now, it's a very, very sensitive issue. You know that. And if you watch the movie, nobody mentioned anything. Nobody said gay, nobody said lesbian. We allow you to use your brain, and that's the great thing. I said before, Mr. and Mrs. is like a calling, it's like a mission, it's like, if possible, we want to keep talking to homes. You might see yourself in Mr. or first Mr. and Mrs. You might see yourself in number 2, because I don't believe any family, we have a one-size-fits-all solution for every problem in the family. And then we should be real. And I think the family is the only place where we can be real. Social media will lie, not lie. So if this team, decide to be talking to homes, I don't know if I mentioned this, the Kenya just commissioned us to chapter 3 of this start. Yeah, the Kenya government, we had a program to take it from there. I also want to specially thank these people, and I keep saying it every day. This is about my best production so far. Yes. Not in terms of money. I've never spent how much I spent on this production. Way too hard. But when you are having a production and you have peace, I don't think any producer, in fact, I tried Akara. There was a day I was trying Akara. As a producer, yes. They were filming and I was busy in the kitchen. That is to tell you that when you work with professionals, they know what to do. I don't need to be there for Rita to know that this thing is not going to be good for the movie. So I will always talk to producers. I know that it is not easy. But when you want to work with professionals. Those people that know that this movie at the end of the day is going to be a reflection of you, not even the producer. So, my professionals, thank you very much. Rita, thank you. Yeah, we had a problem. I don't know if you saw the cancer lady. That's a special effect. And our makeup artist couldn't do it. You won't believe Rita had to do a special effect by herself. By herself. That's why I say I work. And she was not here when he said it was fine. That you are the production. So thank you very much, my people. I believe the kind of love we work with will also work in every family. And then make this movie a success. God bless you. Amen.
Hi. Good to see you too. The screening of Mr. and Mrs. Chapter 2. And then you did absolutely well. You had a very great performance and everything. How was it? How did it feel when you were on set of that?
It felt really great. Everyone was like family. Everyone was really cool. Professionals who understood the craft. What else would you like to know? The script was very nice. The director, Teko Benson, I've worked with him before, and it's always amazing working with him. You know, he makes the job really easy. And then we had Papel, who was also a fantastic DOP. And then, you know, it was just awesome. Just one of those productions that, you know, it's like easy breezy. Let's just do it. Mm-hmm.
Okay, so Mr. and Mrs. 1. It was a really, really great movie. People actually saw it all over. I've seen a couple of people that have it on their laptops and everything. How do you want this to stand out from the first one? Because obviously people don't know what this contains. I know many people will feel that it's a continuation or something like that. How do you guys intend to make it known to people that it is something different and it is worth seeing?
Okay, first of all, there are two different stories. They completely stand out from each other. Mr. and Mrs. Chapter 1 was absolutely fantastic. I watched it as well. Unse was phenomenal. Joseph Benjamin. And according to Chinwe, who is the producer of this movie, Mr. and Mrs. is sort of like a movement for her. So she's going to tackle different problems, different issues that families face, you know, at different points in time. So I know for a fact that Mr. and Mrs. Chapter 2 will definitely stand out. I know people are going to love it because it sends an absolute different message. Messages that, you know, regular families face every day. From money to sexuality, you know, to just jealousy, anger, so many things, you know. So, yeah.
We know Mr. and Mrs. Chapter 1 was a big success, was a huge success. I still know people that have it on their systems and all. How do you want people to differentiate this from that? We know it's a totally different storyline, but for people who do not know, how do you guys intend to make this go across to people as something totally different?
Well, the thing is that Mr. and Mrs. already is, the name already is popular. It has its own fans. So we're hoping that the same fans of Mr. and Mrs. Chapter 1 will be curious to know what happened in Mr. and Mrs. Chapter 2. And honestly, Mr. and Mrs. Chapter 2, both of them are different. Both of them are good stories and both of them are different. Mr. and Mrs. Chapter 2 is different because it focuses on like about 3 or 4 families. Yeah, so cross those hurdles, you know. So I think that the difference is that this focuses on like 4 families, you know, and it's just basically about love, marriage, relationships. That's what that's what the producer she wants to use story, you know, to bring to light what happens in relationships and families. And when she first told me about the script, I wanted to be a part of her journey. Yeah.
So we are here with Obiora Samuel, yeah? So he was the son of Rita Dominic in the movie Mr. and Mrs. Chapter 2. How did it feel? How was it like when you played Rita Dominic's son?
Oh, it was good. I felt good because not just playing her son, I actually felt like her son. So the whole mother-son bonding was there. The movie was good. I enjoyed acting with Rita Dominic, acting with professionals. It was good.
Okay, we are here with Mr. Stephen Damien. He played Shego in Mr. and Mrs. Chapter 2.
I'm fine, thank you. And you?
I'm great. Okay, so we saw your character in the movie Mr. and Mrs. How was it like playing that character, and how was the set generally for you?
First of all, it was great playing the character, and the set was amazing because it was a fun-filled set. There's a lot of fun going on, and we're actually enjoying what we're doing. So it was great. It was just like walking at ease. You know.
So what should people expect from Mr. and Mrs. Chapter 2?
I think everybody should go and see it. It's a must-see movie. There's a lot to learn. It's very educating, especially for our current generation. There's a lot to learn from it. Yeah.
And we just finished the movie Mr. and Mrs. Chapter 2, and it was a lovely movie, we must say. Although I called you a scum, like men are scum, but
that's not true. That's not true. Now, come on, that's not true.
But that's fine. So, what would you say about the character you played, Timmy, in the movie?
I think the guy just ended up going to where his heart belongs. That's just it. And then you know. Sometimes it's not, I once had a lady once said to me, no, it's a guy that said that thing to me, and then the thing I felt bad, and then when I was shooting this movie, that's exactly what was ringing in my head. The guy was saying that he loves the girl, but he doesn't love her enough to marry her, and then I was just wondering, man, that's mean, you know, and exactly that's the same way I see the character, Dr. Tim. I think he was being too harsh, but then at the end, you know, like they say, courtship is not marriage. You know, I think he tried to study, and then he found out that, and then sometimes it's also very difficult to say out when you want to say, okay, it's over. Yeah, sometimes it's very difficult also to say. If not that she found out that he's been sending money to the daughter and all that, I'm sure he wouldn't have said anything. Do you understand? So maybe that, and I'm sure that's why he was also postponing the marriage thing and all that.
Okay, so is there a little Dr. Timmy in you?
No, never. I'm just
okay.
I'm not a doctor. 1, 2. I'm a radio person. I talk a lot. I speak pidgin. For how many? The thing they're different too.
Okay. Most people saw Mr. and Mrs. Chapter 1. and it was a phenomenal movie. I think it was one of the most emotional movie many of us have seen. How do you plan to differentiate this from it? We know it is a totally different storyline, but people who haven't seen it, how do you plan to convince them?
It's not a continuation, so it's different. This is just another movie entirely, and then it's just Mr. and Mrs. Chapter 2, but it's a different movie from what you saw. If not, you'd have seen the same characters playing one or the same storyline along. No, but this is a separate movie. The third one we're going to shoot very soon is definitely going to be different too. So it's not. We've got lots of issues that families, what husband and wives face, families face, and all that, and then they overcome. So definitely different.
Okay, so we are here with the producer of Mr. and Mrs. Chapter 2. How do you feel today?
I feel like a producer.
Okay, so what would you say about the reception that the movie Mr. and Mrs.
We've been getting reception is a continuum. You know, you saw the part 1, and this is the part 2. It's not different. It's the same thing, but saying it differently, and then channeling a different angle. That's just what we are doing here. In chapter 2, we decided to treat about parents and how they deal with their teenage children, you know, how you don't just have to provide for your home, don't just drop food, find out what your kids are doing, find out who they are associating with, don't allow them to experiment, you know, let them talk to you, let them have access to you, be part of your kids and be part of the formation, how they form. Yeah. Basically, yes. It's coming out tomorrow. So what I will have to say is, do you have a family? Are you from a family? Do you want to have a family? Go see Mr. and Mrs.
Thank you so much. We wish you success.